in today's video, we're going to talk about my recent trip to LA where I hosted a photo walk with B&H with Chris Chu. He is a notable YouTube film photographer, amazing, awesome dude, and I got a chance to meet and hang out with him and host a photo walk for him, 65 creators in his community in Venice Beach, California. So this event was a lot of fun. I won't get too into the sponsors and my work stuff because I want to keep that separate. But it was sponsored by Fujifilm. Everyone that showed up that had 35mm camera with them got a roll of Fuji Acros 2 black and white film, including myself. I brought my Canon AE1 with me, as well as my Fuji X-T4 just for digital work. I kind of want to just go over the day and share some of the photos I took on Kodak Gold that I brought with myself, and then also with the Fuji Acros 2 black and white film. So basically, I got there, and a bunch of his creative community showed up to meet him, to hang out with him. We met up a couple of blocks away from the Venice Beach Boardwalk.
It's the best feeling.
Ready, Chris?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready to lead 100 people through the Venice canals.
That's right. And we actually went through the Venice Beach canals, which is something I didn't even know existed until he took us there. And it's absolutely beautiful. I started my day with a roll of Kodak Gold, which I did again. I need to start marking my film, but I accidentally double exposed a roll in there that I used when I was in Disney World this past October. But still, happy accidents, got some really awesome photos from it. So we started our walk through the canal and just kind of enjoyed the absolutely gorgeous 70-degree weather and the canals in Venice Beach. So by the time we got done with the Venice Beach canals, we started to head our way out and ended up on the Venice Beach Boardwalk, the very famous Venice Beach Boardwalk that has the Venice Beach skate park. By this point, by the time we reached the area of the Venice Beach Boardwalk, I had finished off my roll of Kodak Gold, and I popped in my roll of Fujifilm Acros 2 black and white 35mm film. And we continued on our day. We stopped a couple of times to connect and talk, and Chris did some interviews, and I talked to some other creatives, and we just really connected as a community. And then also took a couple of pictures together and stuff like that. Just kept walking around, and I started, this is the first time I've ever shot Fuji Acros 2. It is a super fine grained film stock, and I really enjoyed the results I got. So here's us walking around, hanging out on the Venice Beach Boardwalk, and some of the photos I got there and then at the Venice Beach skate park. You may be wondering about this hat I have on right here. It says shot on Kodak film. So there was a guy that came to the event. I forget his name. I will put it below if I can find his business card. He worked for Kodak and he showed up. He was this extremely, extremely sweet older gentleman, and he came and hung out with us and shot with us and connected with us. He gave me his card, and I saw he had this hat on, and I wanted to get that hat. So he told me about the Kodak offices in West Hollywood that actually supplies the 60mm film to a lot of the movie sets in LA. So I went there the next day, but he also gave me like a deep handful of free Kodak film, a couple of rolls of Portra, 800 and 400, Pro Image, which I've never, ever shot or even really heard of. I've heard of it, but I've never shot it. A roll of TX 400, their black and white stock, and then a roll of Color Plus, which I've never shot before. I never thought about shooting, but the results I got from it were incredible. But I'm going to make that a separate video because I want to talk about Color Plus a little bit more and shoot a little bit more. But man, let me tell you, the photos I got out of it, incredible. Like, perfect for the California sunlight and everything. I loved that film. I went home and ordered 5 more rolls. But we finished up the day there. Chris left. I went back to my car after I got some food, walked around a little bit more, and as the sun was going down, I was out of film, even though I know I just said I got a bunch of film handed to me. I didn't want to use it right away. So I brought out my X-T4 Fujifilm camera that I brought with me, and I just shot a couple of photos of the day of the sun going down in Venice Beach. So these next photos I'm going to show are all shot on digital, but you know, Fuji does such a great representation. I think this was shot in classic chrome film stock, but they just look beautiful. The sunsets and the sunlight there is just so beautiful and pink and gold. It was wonderful, and it was a great way to end that day. Yeah, that was my photo walk with Chris Chu for work and stuff. It was so much fun. I had such a great time. I then interviewed him, which actually, if you check out right here, is the interview that we did together. I just asked him a couple of questions about, like, you know, his background, why he got into film and stuff like that. So make sure to check that out. Thank you for checking out this video. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are, comments. Remember to just shoot, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.